Hey everybody, so it's the weekend. And what are you going to do on the weekend? The weekend, especially since you're quarantined and there's limited things to do. Well, it's amazing. I was just kind of looking at the internet this morning, and there's a lot of things actually to do this weekend. Museums are having virtual tours. There are theaters that are doing virtual plays and musicals, and of course there's just streaming movies and all these things that you could find to entertain you. But I was just thinking to myself, wow, looking for something to do over the weekend, try and get creative, try and get inventive. Well, I was just thinking to myself, why not take a couple of steps backwards in maturity? And maybe we should do that every once in a while. Maybe we should just get creative and look back to what we used to enjoy when we were younger. And there's nothing wrong with that, because who else is really looking at you right now? I mean, you are amongst your family, and they have seen you grow from immature to mature, and they know what you're about. So why not take this time right now in quarantine and being in sort of your own little bubble and bring it back home a little bit? You know what I mean? Drop the cool factor. No one cares if you're cool or not. So if you're in high school, do something that you used to do in middle school to have fun. If you're in middle school, do something that you used to do in elementary school to have fun. And you know who would probably enjoy it? Maybe your younger siblings. They might get along with that too. So it's just an opportunity just to get out of your shell a little bit more, relive who you were as a kid. And if it was immature and silly and stupid, then hey, why not? David was undignified when he used to dance for the Lord. Why can't we be undignified and be joy filled in doing something creative and fun in our own time here, being in our situation that we're in? So with that, I have a little product placement behind me, and I never touch this stuff. I never drink this stuff. It's bad for you, real bad. But there is one thing I like to do with Diet Coke, and also I have the Fresh Maker here, the Lo and Behold Mentos. So something I haven't done in a long time that I just felt like it was really silly, immature, and just absolutely stupid, and I want to share with you, is the Mentos Challenge. Let's do it. Come on. Oh yeah, it's already talking to me. Ooh. What if I pour the whole thing in? Oh, oh, get on in there. Oh, it's keep on. Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, let's just stick the whole thing and see what happens. We'll let it soak in a little bit. Not as climactic as I wanted it to be, but we'll see what happens in a couple of seconds once that pack of Mentos gets soaked in really good. Well, another challenge I wanted to make to you this weekend was maybe in kind of thinking about what we were talking about last weekend with forgiveness, and thinking about our grudges and things that we've kind of held in maybe some baggage, or we've captured in our heads with things that maybe went down with friends beforehand, and maybe people we haven't talked to in a while. I want to challenge you all to reach out to one person this weekend that you haven't talked to in a long time. Maybe one person that you feel like things were undone, uncertain, and maybe even just kind of bring it home with them. In Ecclesiastes chapter 4, 9 and 10, it says, "Two are better than one, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up." So think about it. Maybe you're that person that needs to be talked to, or maybe you feel like you need to talk to somebody else. This is a great opportunity to reach out to somebody you haven't in a long time, that maybe you feel sort of just in a state of void with right now, or maybe a state of uncertainty with, reach out to them. You've got nothing else to do, you know? Get creative, go out, do the Mentos challenge, do something kind of silly, but in a serious note, find that one person that's sitting there in the back of your head that you haven't thought about in a while, and reach out to them. Just say hello. How are you doing? What's the good word? Maybe you guys can start discussing something that you haven't discussed in a while. Anyways, just something to think about and something to do, because I know we have a lot of time on our hands, and this is the weekend where we would usually be doing something fun, something kind of adventurous. But you know what? We are in the situation we're in, and these are some practical and great things that we can do to have wonderful results. So be smart, be safe, and be of God. Have a great day.